Wella wella! Welcome to Dish Please with Mina. So I wanted to do a really special episode about Palestinian food and culture and quickly realized there is no way to do it in just one. So the first part is going to be all about olive oil. I'm Italian, my bestie Isra is Palestinian, and in both our families, olive oil is everything. You can't cook or live without it. Yo. So today, we are talking about one of my favorite things with one of my favorite people, Miss Isra, my homie. Hey! My sister from another mister over here. And we have this connection. Southern Italian, Palestinian, olive oil. Mm-hmm. And you are very passionate about olive oil. I haven't met anyone as passionate about olive oil as me.
Oh my God,
ever.
From you? Stop.
I know. I love my olive oil. And you know, it's true. This is a true story. My nickname growing up was Olive Oil.
Was it really?
Oh yeah, it really was. And I thought, it's because I'm tall and lanky and I kind of look like Olive Oil from Popeye. I was like, oh, Popeye. But come to find out, my parents really wanted me to identify as olive oil. Mm-hmm.
Oh, like that.
Extra virgin.
Okay.
Yeah, so besides cooking with it and my nickname, I've always had this strong connection. Yeah. And tell me about this particular olive oil.
This one right here?
That one right there. This is the one. This is the one. And you know what's so cute is that there was a little dip missing, and her mom said, la, we have to fill it all the way up. And I said, I expected that. Exactly. But this beautiful olive oil, I want to know about this.
Okay, well, the olive oil, obviously, as a Palestinian Italian, it's like this constant thing that's always been in your life,
Yes.
Ever since you were born.
Yes.
There's like the olive oil season. The olive oil's coming. There's like this anticipation for the olive oil.
You cook with it. You use it for some lotion. You got some dry skin, feeling a little ashy. No problem. Yeah. Put a little olive oil on it. It 100%. Is. It's a part. It's a huge part of our life. Yeah. Yes.
And it's very seasonal too, which is even more special. That every year that excitement gets renewed. Every year the season comes in. Every year it's a little bit different, depending on the rain, the soil that year. So it has like this timely beauty about it, right?
It's true.
But a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people are just like, let's pick it up off the shelf. You get it from like your local grocery and it's been sitting there for
who knows how long?
And years.
Bottom of the barrel, and it's just been sitting there, and you don't know. Forget award season. It's olive oil season.
You got all this stuff.
I know. It was you. You set me up for a beautiful comment there.
So the olive oil really started because my daughter was all about what does it mean to be Palestinian? We were having this talk. She was 6. And I was explaining to her that you're from this beautiful country where beautiful things are created and so on and so forth. And we talked about the olive oil. And she said, oh, I want to give one to my teacher, like Miss Emily or something like that. So I was like, okay.
Miss Emily needs good olive oil too.
Yeah, and then we gave Miss Emily one of these bottles. And then we tried to explain to her how special it is. It's come from Palestine. It's come from a beautiful, hundreds of year-old olive trees, and we explained to her kind of the backstory of it.
Yeah.
And obviously, Miss Emily was changed forever from that day. Forever.
And wait a second, you said something very important. Mm-hmm. The history and the love that goes into these olive trees. And you said something, 100-year-old olive trees. And my father's family, they were farmers, and they always say this, that we're not just planting for us, it's for future generations, it's for your kids, it's for their kids' kids. There's so much history in the land. It's not just an olive tree.
Yeah.
You know, it's so special. This is part of continuing a tradition, and I really wanted to acknowledge that. And so, Miss Emily, you told her about it, and then your daughter got really into it.
And then from there, it kind of just grew naturally, like most beautiful things, you know, just kind of grow organically. You start giving friends and family, and the harvest comes in like, you know, late October, early November. So it's kind of around the gifting season. Then comes like Christmas, New Year, Eid. So it's just became like this beautiful gifting item.
That's a good gift. And you did give me one, and that's what I was like, we're gonna be best friends.
And you know what?
Where is this olive oil source that you get? Because this is the good stuff.
It comes from like this small village in the West Bank. It's small batches, and it's cold pressed, even at night, you know? So like not even the sunlight is touching this stuff. It all comes from a single type of olive and a single type of farm. So these little things, you know, like the little details really impact the flavor of the olive oil.
Absolutely.
Right?
The same olive.
The same olive, even the ammo, you know, the uncle who owns the farm, he speaks about olive oil in such a poetic way. So he'll say something like, all of the olive trees on the same line have to be squeezed together. All of their olives must be squeezed together because they drank from the same soil, they're the same family.
There's so
there's
much
this
love
like passion.
and compassion for these trees. This is literally part of the family.
It really is. And it's exactly like you said, where like the Nebali olives, the ones that, you know, are predominant in Palestine, when you plant that olive seed, it takes up to 20 years to see the olives, to see the fruit from that tree. So when, for example, I go and I plant a tree, I'm not planting it for myself. I'm planting it for my kids and their kids. And the olive oil that we're having today, it was from trees that were planted by people who are long gone. So there's this
the
like
gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
You know?
It's beautiful. Like somebody planted these generations ago, and now I'm reaping the benefits of that. And that's what the olive oil is
legacy.
It really is.
And that's a dope legacy to have, that you are continuing to not just feed people, but flavor. I mean, can you imagine? What would life be? Like food without olive oil?
I don't even want to think.
Like it's not. It's such a huge important part of so many things, and I love this. Can we taste it?
Yeah, I was gonna say
now we're talking about it, we're looking at it. I'm like, okay, let's taste this one. Let's taste this one. And I love that also it's small batches, because a lot of times everything is overproduced.
Oh yeah.
You know, and anything that stays a little bit smaller, there's more love that goes into it. 100%. There's more time. Yeah. There's more commitment, and this is a commitment.
Just like care, like a baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh.
It's just like a little baby. Like a little baby. So yeah, and also, you know, olive oil should be in small bottles, because like once you open it and, you know, air hits it, it starts oxidizing. So you need to consume it quick. You don't want to bring a whole thing and start working with a little bit at a time.
That's true. That's true. See, this is important, guys. We're
Mina,
learning here.
will you do the honors?
Okay. No, you do it. You do it. You do it.
No, you do it.
No, you do it. No, please.
Okay, now I'm feeling nervous about it.
I know. Go for it.
Okay. Here we go. Just let that air in. Oh, yeah. It's doing a little dance.
I'm dancing with it. I know. I was dancing with it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It is. And you know what? Maybe just like
a little bit of salt, a little bit of salt.
Just a little crack. Just a little. Yes.
There you go.
Bismillah, here we go.
Bismillah. Okay. And it's so simple. It's so simple. You just bread, olive oil. Yeah. There you go. That's all you need.
It's, you know what? Simple, great, beautiful ingredients done with care and love. Okay, يلا تفضلي.
Okay. I'll take this one here.
The olive oil dance.
The olive oil dance, absolutely.
Okay, I want to get in on there too. I'm gonna make it really like.
This could be breakfast every day.
Okay, we need to have it quick though, because if my mom sees us having olive oil and bread, she's gonna get personally offended.
She's gonna get personally offended. Why? Because what's missing for for Italians, we like to have like tomatoes sometimes, a little bit of cheese, sometimes from fresh basil. You know, that kind of all goes together. I love it. And what does your mom like to have with it that would make her upset if we don't have it?
I mean, olive oil is just the start. It's like, obviously, if you're gonna have olive oil, you're gonna have za'atar, zeyt za'atar. And then if you're gonna have zeyt za'atar, you gotta have some cucumber tomatoes. And if you're gonna do that, you might as well have lebene. And then there's gotta be some hummus with olive oil on it. And then it's like a cup of tea. You gotta have tea with mint.
You gotta keep going.
So it's just like, and then
yeah.
if you already have the olive oil, crack a few eggs in it, warm it up, and crack a few eggs in it.
Yeah. So we're already planning. We're planning the next meal.
I'm
we're
hungry
like,
as I eat.
yes.
Really? Okay, maybe I should stop
that is
eating
beautiful.
here at this point.
We love olive oil, and it's actually a lot easier to get proper, amazing, high quality olive oil here than it is in the States.
Ooh.
Like in the States, my family, they'll go to like different stores and you get the bottles and it's just, it's not. And even they'll be like, you gotta get the extra virgin, and we'll go to like the Italian import stores, but it's not the same. And my dad told me that when he was a kid, his grandma, my grandma, his mom's family, every year would fly in one of those big tins that they would keep for the whole year, and they would just fill up the smaller bottles, and that's how they would source the proper olive oil. And how do you have your regular olive oil?
I was going to say, sounds like your grandma's Palestinian. You sure?
Right.
Because that's literally our story. Yes, we received the big, like, 16-liter metal tins.
Yes.
From Palestine, and then we kind of source from there. And then every family is like, how many tins do you need this year? Because obviously it's a little bit easier access from here. So it's like, like for example, my mom would be like, oh, this year 4. You know, like that amount. So every year you kind of
She's like, she wants 4. That's good. You guys, I love it. You're like, I need the olive oil.
Yeah, well, I mean, because she's not drinking. Like, let's say I had a baby that year. My mom would be like, give me 5.
Because how many kids do you have?
I have 3.
You have 3 kids, so you need the extra olive oil.
The extra olive oil.
And tell me, I know Palestinians have a special tradition with the babies and the olive oil.
Oh, 100%. With the newborns, every single night after the baby has like the bath, you have to massage the baby's full body with olive oil. Say it's good for the skin, it's good for bloating, it heals all, really.
It heals all. Yeah. My husband's family, they did the same thing with our twin boys. And I was like, why don't Italians do this? I didn't know this, but it really does. Their skin, their hair, it really did make a difference. It's so sweet. I love this tradition. And your mom said, she was like, you can't just have olive oil and bread. You need to have an extra ingredient that she just brought out, and I'll let you do the honors.
Should we unveil?
Yes, please.
Ta-da! It's obviously olive oil and za'atar. So zeyt, so za'atar.
I love za'atar. Can you tell us what's in the za'atar?
Just smelling it. So za'atar is, it's a za'atar plant very similar to oregano.
Yeah.
Okay. It grows wildly in Palestine as well. So the za'atar is dried, then it's rubbed with olive oil. And then there's like a tradition in Palestine where every single family has their own za'atar recipe.
Really?
So it's something that people are really proud of, So there's the original pure za'atar rubbed in olive oil. And then you have sesame seeds that are toasted and salted.
Okay.
And then you have sumac, which is kind of the zesty flavor, right? So the variations of that's how your recipe is. So some families like it sesame heavy, some families like it a little more on the sour side, some families like it more za'atar and just a little bit of each. So every family is really proud of their recipe, and every home you go to, they'll tell you, our recipe's where it's at.
Of course.
And I'm telling you.
I know.
Our recipe's where it's at.
Our za'atar is the best.
Yeah. So like, what's za'atar if you're not gonna dip? So
Yeah.
Dip.
So you're gonna double. So you're allowed to do double dips here. You can go boom boom.
I mean, because you gotta dip in the oil.
Yeah.
So that the oil's like the glue, right? And then you dip in the za'atar and it kind of coats it
in
wherever it goes. I mean, traditionally, obviously, with like an Arabic bread, but today we're doing it with the ka'ik. Oh, get that juice.
Wait, can you say that again?
Ka'ik.
See, I've tried so many times to say that word. It's spelled K-A-A-K. In my accent, it does not sound like that. It does not sound like that. And be like, excuse me, can I please have 2 cocks to go? It doesn't. It doesn't. I've tried so many. It's haram. It's embarrassing. So, but you say it so nicely. I don't. I don't.
Yeah. Just say bread.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm sticking to.
Okay, I like how yours got nicely coated. I'm going in there too. Oh wait, hold on. I'm joining you on the dance. Wait for me.
Okay, let me get another one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, forget Shakira, it's Zatara. It's good. It's really good. Oh, and with this really amazing olive oil with this. It's it. I'm moving in. Tell Mama, I'm moving in. I'm moving in. Isra Mekwe. We're coming. We're coming. Oh my God. It's so simple and it's just so amazing.
Yeah. It's
and I've tasted, I've grown up having oregano in different types, so many different dishes, and I love oregano. And this one, again, like you said, it's like similar but different.
Yeah.
It tastes like a whole different world.
It is. It's very different.
Oh.
And you know what?
It's delicious.
There's like a Palestinian, I don't want to say myth, but there's like a
myth,
cultural kind of belief.
Okay.
That za'atar makes you smarter.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, for example.
So my boys need to
like
eat
every
this
morning.
like every morning.
Every morning, like you have an exam. My mom be like, you have an exam today. It's a za'atar before you go.
You have to go. You have to go.
Opens up the follicles, or I don't know what they say.
It opens up your hair follicles, which makes you smart. Clearly, she hasn't had enough za'atar.
Give me some more za'atar. Something about like the brain nerve
For exam
endings. I don't know what it is, but
okay. It awakens the brain a little
it's all
bit.
that the zestiness kind of wakes you up. You
Snaps
know?
you up. Okay, it's better than coffee in the morning. Have your za'atar in the morning, and this is great. And I love that you source this olive oil. You bring it from West Bank, and you give it as gifts. You pay it forward, and you also, you know what, the farmers they know. They're like, I got a batch, I got a shipment, I have an order, which is awesome. You're keeping it going.
It's nice because it also it's a form of educating people. Like we're letting people know that, you know what, in Palestine, yes, there's a lot of destruction and horrible things that are happening, but there's also a lot of beauty that's being created. You know, the farmers are creating beautiful things and we want to support them. So, I mean, other than the fact that we're supporting the farm, we're also donating 100% of the profits. I mean, as of today, we're still donating 100% of the profits back because it's like, I didn't make the olive oil. I didn't create this beautiful thing. They did, and they're the ones that need the support, you know?
Absolutely.
So it's kind of like, let's get the cycle, you know? It's seasonal, and then the olive oil comes in, and then we give back, and let's keep it going, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful and very positive way to support. And I love that you said this too, that so many times people think of Palestine with sadness, and you are absolutely correct. There is so much love
100%.
and culture and food and art and dubka and kanafa and olive oil that needs to be celebrated. And I love that you are celebrating that culture.
100%.
And paying that forward to your kids. And do you know, it's true story, Havarati, arguably one of the greatest opera singers of all time.
Yeah.
Before every show, do you know what he did? A shot of olive oil.
Really? Okay.
And many other singers and actors.
Do that?
Yeah, they did that. My Babo would always tell me that. He goes, before a show, he's like, hey, dude, take a little swig of olive oil. It's good. It's good for you. You'll feel the difference. It'll give you hair on your chest. I'm like, Dad, we're Italian. I already have hair on my chest and my mustache I waxed today. I did. I waxed today. This struggle is real.
Palestinian.
Yeah, I know. You get it. She gets
Yeah,
it.
me too.
But I love this, and I love you, and I can't thank you
me too.
enough
Let's hug
for.
it out again.
I know. I can't stop hugging. I love this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.